Right, in the last episode, you saw us kind of clinging on to second spot, just outside maybe the title race. We then followed it up with a bit of a shocking run. Defeat at Liverpool, draws at Aston Villa, 3 consecutive draws against Everton, Spurs and Man City, which you might not say are terrible results. A really good win away at Chelsea, and then things looked like they were falling apart against West Ham. We lost 2-1, and our old problem haunts us again. 15 shots, 7 on target, an XG 2.72, and we lost the game. Now, I had a little go at the team after the game, wasn't happy with the performance. One man, as you'd expect, in that game got a 6.2, decided he wasn't happy with how I spoke to the team, unhappy with the manager's harsh team talk against West Ham. Bearing in mind that we were clinging on for Champions League football, it kind of then rocked us a little bit. 0-0 against Bournemouth, Bruno Fernandes, 6.3. Leeds United away, they were in the relegation zone at the time. We had to be saved by a Mason Mount equaliser. Bruno Fernandes, 6.5. We then found ourselves outside of the top 4, but 3 consecutive wins. Bruno Fernandes managing to score, and Marcus Rashford, who finds himself as our main striker. 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. Bruno Fernandes getting the winner, so coming back into a little bit of form. And then, once again, he came to me complaining, so I decided to drop him and going in favour of Alejandro Garnacho, who repaid by scoring the opening goal in a 3-0 win. And as you can see, we absolutely spawned Champions League football on the last game of the season on goal difference. Chelsea ended up losing to Newcastle, so we've managed to get back into the Champions League. Absolutely vital when you consider our shocking finances. Now, we did make it all the way through to the final of the Europa Conference League. Only a 1-0 defeat against Lille when we played a backup side in the second leg, as you can see. Players like Garnacho, Højlund, Dalot, Illing, Højbjerg saw us lose 1-0, but the home leg we'd won 4-0 to see us through to the final. We did a quarter-final double win over Celta Vigo, last 16 double win over Genk. Really impressive. Like, well, we're expected to win this competition, and let's go and find out if we did win. Now, I actually went for, as you could see, Alejandro Garnacho. I decided to drop Bruno Fernandes. I'm trying to push him out of the club. We started with Alejandro. Hoffenheim managed to get themselves in front after 28 minutes. One of their rare attacks in the first half. Cross, it's a tremendous finish. I thought it was offside. It was extremely tight, but the goal was given. And Anna, get back in your bloody goal. We huffed and puffed. We had plenty of chances. In the second half, as you can see, I had to bring on Bruno Fernandes. I brought him on at halftime. I bottled it a little bit, but I thought we cannot lose this Europa Conference League final. Frimpong's been really good the second half of the season. I'll explain why in a little bit. Bruno Fernandes, they're close to giving us the equaliser and have just coming on. Luke Shaw has had a tremendous season. I'm going to show some player statistics at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But what we have done is just change this role here. What we'll see in a minute. But there is Marcus Rashford looking like he'd scored the equaliser on 55 minutes. At this point, we're on top. We're dominating. They've literally had, I think, 1 effort on goal and managed to score from it. That was disappointingly disallowed. However, we kept pushing and pushing. We threw the ball into the box, cleared out. Todibo now is now a wide central defender on attack. The idea is that we get him pushing further forward, which should then allow Frimpong to get further forward down this right-hand side. We want him driving a little bit more, so hopefully we'll see that next season when he's on attack a little bit. But we work it really well. Get Luke Shaw down this left-hand side, cross into the box. I think that was a little nod back. It was. I think by Vanna does really well. Finds Frimpong. Finds Marcus Rashford. That one did count. On 60 minutes, we were level. And then the 77th minute, we actually thought we'd got ourselves in front. Frimpong again, daily down the right-hand side. Marcus Rashford heading the ball into the back of the net. I thought this one was on, but it was marginally offside. So the score remained at 1-1. Until the 87th minute, Illing coming off the bench for the injured Luke Shaw. His in-swinger found Matt Wiefer. 2-1 victory, and we lifted the Europa Conference League. Like it's the lowest of the low, isn't it? It probably just beats maybe a Carabao Cup. But we've won it. We've got a trophy, and we're up and running. As you can see, we absolutely dominated the game. 57% possession, 12 shots on goal, 6 on target. They just had 2 shots all game with that one brilliant finish by, to be fair, by Maximiliano Bayer. The Bruno Fernandes situation backfired on me nearly. He has had a decent season though again. Average rating, not great. 88 million, a year left on his deal. We can trigger his deal with a year left as well if we want to. But I am looking at Saudi Arabia, Al Nassr, get some money in because our finances are not great. We need to make sure we get Champions League football in seasons 3, 4 and 5 just to make sure we get our finances back on track. Season performances. Who's played the most? Onana, you'd expect. Bruno Fernandes. Todibo's had a good season as well. Lisandro Martinez. Vifa's coming really well. Luke Shaw's a surprising one. 19 assists in all competitions. If we go by assist look, he's absolutely dominated. Our wing-backs now are looking extremely good. One impressive set of stats is Mason Mount. Maybe because we're playing him in the Europa Conference Leagues, but he has managed 10 assists and 7 goals. Leading goal scorer, Marcus Rashford, came into his own towards the end. 7 goals in his last 10 games. He is, we've been speaking about a little bit down in the comments, he is going to be our starting striker for season 3. If he can deliver, then we'll go with it for the rest of the sort of like duration of the save. If not, we will, I promise, bring in a big name striker for season 4. Now, there's not going to be much money to play with. What we need, if we very quickly look at the squad planner, we're covered in the goalkeeping area, even though Onana has been linked numerous times to Chelsea. So we'll see where that goes, but I'm in no real hurry to sell him. Right, I think defenders were absolutely solid. We've got Todibo, Harry Maguire's got 1 year left, Milenkovic. We've also got Ignacio and Martinez, Luke Shaw as well. As he ages, we may look at bringing in someone on that left-hand side to make him into more of a left-back, but he will definitely play one more season as a wing-back. Left wing-back said we've got Dalot who can play there. I am selling. Brandon Williams is leaving. Malacia will be sold. Alvaro Fernandez has not got a work permit, so he will be sold. But I am happy to go with Luke Shaw, Illing and Dalot. On the right-hand side, we've got Jeremy Frimpong and Dalot. Into the middle, now this is where I would like to strengthen. We're going to say goodbye to Christian Eriksen. His contract is out. Isaac Hansen is not good enough. Højbjerg is probably not good enough. Mason Mount doesn't play there. And Scott McTominay will be sold. We've got 4 in there, but no one is absolutely world-class. Obviously, Andre and Kobe are looking okay. With Mats Vifa, also a decent addition. But I do think we're going to try and get a world-class defensive midfielder in there next season. And all players can do particular roles as well, which is handy. So the left-hand side is covered as much as the right. The right attacking, like if we say goodbye to Bruno, we're going to say goodbye to Christian Eriksen. Can we get Jadon Sancho out? Can we get Anthony out? Kobe's not going to play there. Aaron's not going to play there. Scott McTominay is not going to play there. So for the 2 attacking roles, we've only got really 3 players in there if we get rid of Fernandes. So we do need to strengthen in there. Once again, can it be a world-class player? Striker situation, Garnacho is not the man for a striker. Højlund and Rashford. I'm happy to go with them. With Danny Welbeck, going to sign him to a new deal just so he extends it by another year so we can go with those 3. That is the current. Now we have got, like, in the under-21s, if we look at potential, James Ashworth is a regen, only 17 years old. I am going to promote him into the first team this year as we look to move on potentially Will Fish, and then the season after when Harry Maguire's contract goes, he will then move up to be sort of like fourth choice centre-back, but he looks absolutely fantastic. Everyone else, like obviously Mason Greenwood's going to be leaving. Amad Diallo is not good enough. We haven't got much in here in terms of players promoting. The under-18s is similar. We have got Gabriel Bianchi, who is a striker by the looks of it. Going to move him up, even though he's Welsh. He has got an Italian name, so he'll be moving up in the under-21s. We've also got Shea Lacey, who is a real player in the game. He's now 18 years old, so we'll look at moving him up into the B team under-23s for next season. We have been given a transfer budget of just £78 million. We need to make some sales. Absolutely. Bruno, Anthony, Jadon Sancho, Malacia, Scott McTominay. There's a lot of players out, and that will hopefully help us bring in a couple more. Now, the attacking roles, we are looking at a couple of players. I'm looking at players that can kind of do this central attacking role and the left role. So this is my short list that we've been going. We're going to go big. So if there's anyone on there you like the look of, obviously we've mentioned Florian Wirtz. He's got a 70 million release clause. One player that I do like, and he's actually probably better in the game than Florian Wirtz, is Dani Olmo. He's 27 though, but he has got a release clause of 59 million. And then the absolute beast for me, someone who could probably play as the 10 in there, but also have him maybe as an advanced playmaker out on that left-hand side, like the Wirtz role for Bayer Leverkusen, would be Kvaratskhelia. Now, he is going to cost a lot of money, but if we can get Bruno out, who would like to see him come into United for season 3?